Hey, Andrew here from mynexttablet.com. I'm at the booth from Archos at IFA 2017 in Berlin right now, and the French company introduced the Archos Diamond Tab. The new version, there's been an Archos Diamond Tab, I think about 2 years ago, but this is the new version. And yeah, it's relatively interesting because it costs $299, and for that we get a high resolution 10.1 inch display. It's 2560 by 1600, so it's a higher resolution than the Lenovo Tab 410 Plus or the Huawei MediaPad M3 Lite 10. And yeah, at this price the resolution is really quite nice. Another feature that's a bit different to the competition is the case. The body it's made completely out of metal. It's certainly not as as a high-end build quality as you would get with an iPad, but it's certainly nice. It feels a bit better than the Lenovo Tab 410 Plus, for example. Not too much. The Lenovo Tab 410 Plus is nice, but this feels quite nice actually. Alright, let's take a look at all the features, maybe inside the tablet a bit. Inside one's Rockchip. That's a HexaCore chip that's clocked at up to 2 GHz, 6 cores, 4 of those are clocked a little less, probably around 1.5 GHz. The other two at 2 GHz. There are also 4 GB of RAM inside and a 64 GB internal storage. So on paper the specs seem really nice. The Rockchip is actually not too bad, even though it's a lesser known chip. It should be fine for browsing the web, watching YouTube, Netflix, and even some light gaming. We have a high resolution display here, so I'm not sure how well it will work with Asphalt Extreme and the highest graphics settings, because there are a lot of pixels to push there with this resolution. Yeah, but that's what we would have to find out in a real review. But for standardized performance should be fine. On here runs Android 7.1.2 Nougat, and let's quickly confirm that in the settings we can go all the way down, and that's Android 7.1.2 Nougat, so it's fairly recent. I don't believe that there will ever be an update to Android Oreo. That's just the case with tablets like this, so you will be stuck with Nougat. As you can see, the software customizations are not heavy at all, which is nice to see. There are some customizations, so for example, there are a couple of buttons here. There's a louder and more silent button, software buttons, and then there's a screenshot button here as well, and otherwise there's three typical Android buttons. There's no menu for the app drawer. Instead you just swipe this little dock here up, and then you get to the app drawer to all your installed apps. So yeah, that's actually not too bad how they integrated it. Works quite nicely as far as I could see here. Alright, let's go around the device a bit. We've got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera over there. Then this is some light sensor. On the bottom there is a connector for an optional keyboard, but it seems like they're not sure if the keyboard will ever be released. So maybe in the future there will be a keyboard for this connector here. On this side we've got a couple of other ports. Obviously there's a 3.5mm audio jack, then we've got a micro SD card slot, HDMI out, and a micro USB port, so no USB Type-C, and then there is a connector for the charger. On the top we've got volume rockers and a power button, and that's pretty much it. On this side nothing. And as I said, on the back the body is made out of metal. We've got 2 speakers here on the side. Would have been nicer if we've got a speaker on each side, but well, two on this side here, similar to the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1. Certainly not perfect, but I guess it's fine. This little thing here is made out of plastic. That's for the Wi-Fi antenna and so on. Then we've got a little damaged fingerprint sensor here, as you can see. It went into the case a bit. They told me it's a pre-release version, and yeah, let's hope that with the final version you can't press down the fingerprint reader so far that you go in the tablet here. But there's a fingerprint reader and a 13 megapixel camera with an LED flash. What's actually quite nice about the fingerprint reader is how it's positioned. Usually with 10-inch tablets we've got a fingerprint reader on the bottom here, and that's fine if the fingerprint reader can replace your home button like with the Huawei MediaPad M3 Lite 10, but if it cannot, like with the Lenovo Tab 410 Plus, if it's just a fingerprint reader, then maybe on the back is quite a good position, because if you're holding it like this to watch movies or to work with it as you would normally with a 10-inch tablet, then you can just press your finger here quite easily. So the position of the fingerprint reader is actually quite nice. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about this tablet. I cannot try a lot of software stuff here because we're not connected to Wi-Fi, and there's no good Wi-Fi on this trade show. But yeah, as I said, the performance should be fine for everyday tasks, maybe some gaming, but maybe not too heavy gaming. Alright, this is the Archos Diamond Tab. It will go on sale for €299 in Europe. I'm not sure when it will release, or if it will be released in the United States or elsewhere in the world, but certainly in Europe you will be able to get it starting at $299 before the end of the year. I'm NJ for mynexttablet.com. This is the Archos Diamond Tab. Thanks for watching.